Well, hello everybody, welcome watch enthusiasts and the viewers of my channel. I've been sick lately, so I haven't been doing much on my channel for the last couple of weeks. Sorry, but I'm back. I'm alive, didn't go anywhere, and I will continue my content coming. Today I have a very cool rugged sports watch from Casio. It's a G-Shock GWG-1000 Mudmaster, Master of G series. Truly one of my favorite G-Shocks is the Golfmaster series. And I owned one and I sold it, and I don't regret actually. So I'll get into the reasons why I don't actually own any Golf or Master of G series G-Shocks. I don't own them anymore, but I love them. So let me get into the quick description, a review of the watch, and then I'll put it on my wrist and discuss some of the pros and cons and how it feels and so on. Okay, so the Casio GWG-1000, also known as the Mudmaster, is a robust timepiece designed for those who thrive in rugged environments. The GWG-1000 boasts a tough and rugged design. It measures at almost 60 by 56 millimeters, and it is 18 millimeters thick, and it weighs 119 grams. Has a sapphire glass, which ensures durability while providing excellent visibility under various lighting conditions. The watch is constructed with a mud-resistant structure featuring multiple gaskets that keep dirt and debris out, making it ideal for outdoor adventures or working in challenging conditions. The carbon core guard enhances its shock resistance, ensuring it can withstand rough handling. And on the watch, both of those vibe resist, so resist vibration, and mud resists are on each side of the rubber bands. As for features, it comes with a triple sensor, so it includes sensors for measuring your altitude, barometric pressure, and temperature, making it a valuable tool for hikers and climbers. It does have a digital compass to help you navigate your way through the wilderness with ease. Has a tough solar technology, eliminating the need for battery replacements. Has a water resistance of up to 200 meters. And in terms of performance, users rave about the accuracy of the timekeeping, that it's multi-band atomic timekeeping features, which automatically adjust based on your radio signals from around the globe. This ensures that you're basically, you got your accurate time consistently across 29 time zones. So now let me quickly go over some of its features. So visually, it's a G-Shock, very easily recognizable, rugged shapes, protected case, especially with this core guard technology. So we have steel buckles and a keeper as well. What does the keeper read? Protection, G-Shock, water resistance, 20 bar. This, by the way, is not my own watch. It is the courtesy of my friend Mr. X, who has a watch collection and loans me his watches. I've actually had this watch to review for over a month now, and you know, I just got sick. I've been sick for 3 weeks now, so I wasn't able to do a review. But anyway, he owns a lot of nice watches that are not suitable for you know, everyday occasions, and when he's doing sports, or when he's just out and about, he wears the G-Shock, which I'm sure he's missing now, so I'll be returning it soon. In terms of functionality, if you're watching this video, you're already familiar with G-Shocks, most likely with the Master of G line as well, so you know how the button layout works. One thing that I do want to mention on this particular Master of G is that this screw down crown is done correctly. It's done well. You'd be surprised, but the one that I had, the Golfmaster, it's just a quarter turn, and I've had it come undone quite a few times, and that's a no-no, especially for a water-based, you know, diving watch, marine watch, which the Golfmaster is. A Golfmaster should have a screw-down crown, and for some reason it doesn't, and it still claims that 200-meter water resistance and so forth. So this one has a screw-down crown which will pop out. Another really nice thing is that I doubt how much protection this gives, because you know, that red line, I don't think it's a gasket. Yeah, I believe it's just a visual warning for you that this is undone and you shouldn't, you know, leave it this way. It has quite a few gaskets on the rod that goes inside, and that protects, and so do these buttons. They have at least 2 gaskets, if not more, rubber gaskets that protect from water ingress. This is where your triple sensor is located, and in terms of the yeah, let me pop this back in. A quick wrist check. Actually, this is what I kept when I sold the Golfmaster. It's a Pro Track, and I found that in daily use, this still gives you, I believe, 10 bar, 100-meter water resistance, so you can dive with this, you can go swimming in the pool, shower with this. It does give you that same triple sensor, same functionality exactly as the Master of G series G-Shocks. It just doesn't have that same ruggedness, it doesn't have sapphire glass, etc, etc. But I did put a screen protector on it, which is glass, and for the rest, I do want to kind of do a comparison between this and a much more expensive. This G-Shock costs twice as much as this G-Shock, but they share the same flaw, and then this guy somehow outperformed both, and that is in battery life. So I mentioned I've had this for almost 10 years now, and never had a charging issue with this. The battery charge holds much better than both of these guys. So when this I borrowed about a month ago, he gave it to me in a box, and it was charged just like it is now. But for almost a month I didn't take it out of the box, and now that I did today, it said charge. So it wasn't on battery saving mode, it just ran out of charge, and that's common on these large G-Shocks that are just pumped with this functionality. Same with this more expensive G-Shock, which does have a different module but same solar technology. Doesn't hold a 6-month charge, not at all, maybe 3 months at best, 3 months in this case. Now I don't know how charged up this guy was. I didn't check it when I borrowed it from him. But it's a fact that in about a month ran out of charge, and then I charged it on a LED light, basically put it under room light, and it charged back up, but it took about 2 hours. So I've never had the same issue with this guy. Even though it gives me the same functionality. Also, by the way, it comes with a screw down crown, not that, you know, something that the Golfmaster has, which is a quarter turn. Another thing that I actually like about this Mudmaster a lot, and many G-Shocks have this, especially the Master of G series, is this little foam insert or plastic insert that goes in between the case and your straps on right below the lugs. This fills the contour around your wrist, and it conforms quite comfortably despite that humongous visual. It doesn't have the same weight as it looks, of course, doesn't weigh much, 120 grams, which is I believe this is 160 grams. So I mean, look at the size difference, almost twice as big, right? But weighs less. Anyway, in terms of wear comfort, it is surprisingly comfortable, again due to these inserts on the sides, and there's no sharp sharp corners or sharp points to irritate your wrist. So it wears very well. You will not be wearing this with a long sleeve and, you know, with cuffs, etc. Obviously, I mean, look. I've never owned. The largest watch that I have owned was the Golfmaster, and the Golfmaster is smaller, substantially actually smaller than this. So this is a huge watch, but the owner of this watch is a huge guy. He's about 2 meters tall, you know, thick boned, and all of his watches, he doesn't wear your, you know, your 40 millimeter or 42. He's got like 48, 54 millimeter chunky watches, which suit him well. Again, he's a big dude, so. Okay, so I discussed the battery. The Lume on Casios has never been amazing. So let me turn down one of the lights. It does have some luminescence, but nothing spectacular at all. And this high-end G-Shock BGW9 or C3, sorry, Lume or Blue Lume, actually, I might be wrong. They might not be using this specific C9 or C3. They might have their own proprietary. But as you can see, I mean, even if you compare to a dive watch from AliExpress, let me get a San Martin. By the way, I will be doing reviews on these two watches that I recently got in, this Proxima GMT and the San Martin two-door homage. Both beautiful watches. So stay tuned for the reviews that are coming on those two. And as you can see, again, nothing spectacular, and again, compared to the San Martin. So these are the three Casios that I decided to keep for myself. This, I just love the functionality and the large analog display. This guy, just a classic, and I love the bracelet. I purchased it with a bracelet. I've had this watch on a strap. The straps suck. Anyway, and then turn on this light. This is a dear watch of mine. It's a present from my wife. I really like this watch, so that's what I kept. If I had a larger wrist, by all means, I love everything about the watch, how it looks, As I mentioned, the battery life is the only slight downfall, I guess. I mean, you could keep it in a well-lit area when you are not wearing it, and that way it will be constantly charged up. But I haven't heard of any issues. The owner is quite happy. It's like when it's a Gada watch basically for him, and he does sports for maintaining his health, and he wears the watch while doing that. So it's a positive recommendation for me if you like the size and design of the watch. By all means, it's a watch that will serve you for a very, very long time, and you could probably pass on to your kids. But the issue, another con with these guys, is the proprietary straps. You cannot just you put any strap on this. It has to be specifically Casio G-Shock for this specific model. Now, luckily these are available, but I've seen some issues with G-Shock straps when they're after a decade or two. They may crack, they may disform significantly, and the watch, especially with the sapphire glass, I mean, even if the battery capacity dies after say 20 years, you can replace that battery, and that's quite easy. Costs up to $20. The watch case and the watch module will outlive the strap for sure, so might be a wise choice if you do purchase this. Purchase a replacement strap and keep it in a plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out, if you want to keep it for a long time and pass it down to your kids, I guess. Well, this review has run a bit longer than I anticipated. I will not be putting this under a microscope, even though I have a microscope specifically for watches and knives. I don't think it's worth putting this under a microscope. You know, it's a plastic, mostly plastic inside. Nothing fancy. Your military rugged sports watch that does not require much finesse in the micro world. So there you go. Thank you. I will be pumping out a lot of reviews. I've got a lot of flashlights, quite a few watches that I need to review. So please stay tuned. Happy New Year to all, and stay healthy, and I wish you a peaceful and prosperous happy 2025. Cheers. Thank you.